Welcome back. The Muslim Student Association filed a suit against Lagos State government over the restriction of the use of hijab in public schools on the ground that it violates their fundamental human rights. Last week, Friday, an Ikeja court upheld the ban on wearing of the Muslim head wrap, popularly known as hijab, in public schools in Lagos State. The presiding judge, Onyado, said it was not discriminatory and did not breach the sections 38 and 42 of the 1999 Constitution. What do you think of this? It's your view. Let it count. You can call us on 070-8066-8014, or you could tweet to us at YourViewTVC. All right. I know NYMA is not here, but I think we're going to get her on the call because she's a lawyer and she's a Muslim. So we're going to get her views on this. We're going to call her in shortly. As soon as she's online, we'll come to her. But let me come to you. Let's start with Sanzi.
First of all, I would like to read out the section 38
okay, please.
And 42 of the Constitution. Section 38 says, which is the freedom of religion, and it says, it states, every person shall be entitled to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, and freedom to manifest and propagate his religion or belief in worship, teaching, practice, and observance.
Okay.
Moving on to section 42.
That's what the Muslim Association will uphold and try to uphold. Okay.
And then moving on to 42, a citizen of that is freedom from discrimination. A citizen of Nigeria of a particular community, ethnic group, place of origin, sex, religion, or political opinion shall not, by reason only that he is such a person, A, be subjected either expressly by or in the practical application of any law in force in Nigeria or any executive or administrative action of the government to disabilities or restrictions to which citizens of Nigeria of other communities,
right.
ethnic
I'm totally
groups.
lost.
All right. So can you?
That's the law. You didn't get it.
We are here, but did you
break it down now.
Can you help us viewers understand what you read?
Okay. So freedom of discrimination means that anybody in Nigeria, so long as you are a complete citizen, that you just cannot be discriminated, whether by for no reason.
Now,
that's just
the judge here is saying that the fact that they say, Madam, you cannot wear your hijab, I'm not discriminatory. Do you agree?
I agree with that, and I'm going to say that because I went to a public school for my JS 1 to 3 in a boarding house, and it was made compulsory for us to pray both Christian and Muslim prayers. We had days for Christian and we had days for Muslims, and everybody in the school will pray it. However, we're not allowed to cover our hair. So there's this feeling of, if you're in a public school, you abide by the rule. You might be a Christian in your house, but on the day of Muslim prayer, you join and you pray the prayers. Except they now say, don't pray Islamic prayer in schools. Except they say, you're not allowed to say, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian in schools. Then you can start fighting that they are discriminating against you.
How does wearing hijab how does that affect the fact that you're a Christian? How does that? Because for the fact that you allow you to pray as a Muslim in your school. Now, if you now take that to a step further, okay, I want to wear a hijab just to identify myself as a Muslim. Why is that such a problem?
If it's a problem, then you should have gone to an Islamic school. If I want to pray Christian prayer every day of the week, I'll go to a Christian school. But if I want to go to a public school, I must abide by the rule of the public school, which means that on days of Christian, on days of Muslim. So
but the same way, okay, I understand what you're saying, but I'm trying to understand the Muslims' perspective in this. And that's why we're waiting for NYMA. If I can get on to let us see what the Muslim perspective. But
now, my own experience when we went to Kano, when you see a Muslim dressed up, it's supposed to bring the essence of that hijab. It's supposed to be for dignity and for respect. Purity. Do you understand? Purity, and also for prevention. There are some men that cannot stand a woman showing off certain things, so you help those people. All
right, let me take Nima. Nima, are you there? Good morning, Nima.
Please, this topic is very dear to my heart.
Yes.
And I'm sad I'm not on the set this morning.
Yeah, we're sad too. I don't know what happened, but go ahead, please.
I've not been able to read the judgments in full, but the few aspects of it, because I was involved, and the lawyer involved in this matter that took this matter to court is a close friend of mine.
Okay.
This matter is something that I see as the judgment I see as an extreme judgment. This is one of those things. It's just like the Taliban in Pakistan making the hijab compulsory. Secularism and religiousness can coexist. I can choose to cover my hijab. It is a right of expression and provided for me in the Constitution.
Okay.
We're reading section 38 and 42. We didn't talk about the right of freedom of expression. Okay. Now, a Muslim girl who wishes to cover her hijab and move freely is expressing her faith. That is one angle of it that we have not seen. Now, the judgment is saying that because the government it's a government school, so they don't have a right to say. The government in that ban have already discriminated against Muslim girls.
But Nima, 1 second. The judge was saying that Nigeria is a secular state, meaning that we must project that even in our public schools.
God bless you. A secular state that provides and has provided for freedom of religion. That secular state, we have a constitution, a ground norm that has provided and protected everybody's right to belong to a religion.
One more question, Nima. If I go to one more question, Nima.
Yes,
if I attend,
religion in the state,
sorry, Nima. One more question.
We have the right to express our religion.
Yes,
we do.
Fine, Nima. If I go to a white garment church, for example, and we wear white garments and we don't wear shoes, and I say, you know what, I want to be like that every day. To my school. That's my identity as a white garment person, and I want to come to school like that. Would you accept that?
I don't have a problem with you if you're expressing your faith. As long as your expression and your practice of your religion does not affect mine. If we all can express our faith, no, this is the truth. Because you see it from the angle that Nima is a Muslim. She's saying it because she's a Muslim. That is not the issue. I went to the law school, for God's sake.
All right, hang in there. Who has something?
When the issue of the dress code was just to be decent.
Okay.
And a Muslim girl that says, I want to be decent.
Okay. All right. Hang in there. Let's hear who has view.
Our religions are recognized.
All right. Hang in there.
Holidays.
Hang in there. Let's hear
like
who has
what
view.
I was saying before the call came in. The essence of the hijab is for dignity and respect, to prevent people from sinning. Some of them now decide that they want to cover up their body. But you cannot say that somebody is infringing on your rights. Now, does your hijab now, I mean, sorry, the Quran or something, if you're trying to prove that, okay, you're trying to abide by the rules of the Quran and all that, does it now say that you should now go against the authority? Because I know that the Bible preaches that we obey people in authority. Now, we cannot say that it's a government school, for God's sake. If the government has said that they don't want anybody wearing hijab to that place, nobody should wear it. Everybody should abide by the rule. Now, there's this beautiful lady that plays football. She's the highest goal scorer for the Falcons. Her name is Azizat Oshoala or something like that. When she's in the football pitch, do you see her wearing hijab? Do you see her covering up herself? The day she was going to go, hold on, Nima. The day she was going to go and collect her award from President Jonathan, the day she was going to go and collect that award, she was fully dressed in her hijab regalia. That is when she's outside the place of work.
All right.
It is a choice. Now, this is where it comes. This is where we are failing to see a choice. I have several Muslim friends who don't wear the hijab, and that is not a problem for me. Okay. I choose. To dress that way, and when someone stops me, it is then an infringement of my right.
Okay.
It's not this cover.
Okay, got you. So you're saying,
but if I have a right and I choose to exercise that right, you can't stop me. When you stop me, you're discriminating against me.
Got you. All right. Point taking. Let me hear talk.
Does this apply beyond the secondary school? Because
it's just the secondary school.
I think it's just for primary and secondary school. And I feel strongly that at that age, people are very, very influenced by everything they see. They are impressionable. So when you put in the face of children, obvious somebody covering their face, they'll be like, oh, she's feeling like an older than thou person. It might even cause enmity within them. They can't bond together. This is an opportunity for them to be free. Let them enjoy that freedom.
Okay, all right.
No, I actually totally.
Nima, you respond. Wait, just hang in there, Nima. Let me hear Sansi first.
I totally disagree, because I'm actually on Nima's side, because when you're of that age, when you're in that primary and secondary school, it is a period for you to bond with your religion. If you're a Muslim, it's very important that you learn the ethics of your religion. So if wearing hijab, hold on, no, but it is a huge identity of a Muslim woman. I may not know your faith, but if I see you wearing a hijab, of course I already know who you are. And then wearing that hijab also reminds you of your certain level of behavior.
All right,
Moya, can I explain something to you?
Okay, yeah, wait. Let's Nima, go ahead, please.
Someone was addressing the fact that because they were in secondary and primary school. Now the issue, how this issue started was a secondary school student wearing a hijab to school. And then a teacher in school saw her and beat her for that. She did not steal, she beat her up for dressing, coming to school in her hijab. For that girl to know that she can wear her hijab from home to school shows a level of understanding that she's much more mature than what that woman can comprehend.
Okay.
So not every student in secondary school that don't have a mind of their own.
They should go to a Muslim school.
I have to cut you off at this time because Nima, I think thank you, Nima. We have to cut you off now because we want to get other people's views to call in. So thank you so much, Nima. I'm waiting for the other calls and let us hear other people's views. Yeah.
Now, evil has invaded the minds of people. We know what hijab has turned to with this Boko Haram matter. That people now dress up with hijab and they go into schools. Now, let me tell you something. The government, they know what they are doing. Now, this is a secondary school. What if someone wears an hijab now and carries a bomb to that school? No, we cannot isolate.
That's extreme.
Even in school, hold on.
You cannot isolate.
People don't get scammed.
You cannot isolate it. The only time they will tell me that they are infringing on their rights as a Muslim is if the uniform is not decent enough.
Okay, let me take Adekola's call. Good morning. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Morning. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my contribution to this program is if you must wear a hijab, go to a Muslim school.
Thank you.
I went to missionary school. It's not compulsory that we must put on berets, we dress decent, we carry our daily activities. Let's go to the NYSC camp. Will you wear hijab to NYSC too if you must wear in primary and secondary school?
People wear hijab.
People wear
hijab in NYSC camp. They wear their cap on top of it. People do that.
People wear hijab in NYSC camp because these are university graduates. You understand? We are talking about secondary school, for goodness sake. A lot of Muslims that I know, they went to Christian schools. Did it change their religion? It didn't change their religion.
Let me tell you something.
Calm down.
Can we? Wait, one second. Can we understand where Nima is coming from? Now listen. Fine, if you say we're in the public secondary school right now, and it belongs to the public, but now the public also recognizes I'm a citizen, and recognizes that I have a right to my religion. Now, I'm a Muslim, you're a Muslim, I'm a Muslim. You choose not to wear hijab. I choose to wear hijab. Shouldn't that be respected?
It is a secondary school, it is expected that every child looks uniform. That is why they give you hairstyle.
Well, because they're Muslim.
That is why they give you a uniform.
You respect my choice as a Muslim.
No, they give you hairstyle. They give you a uniform to wear.
Can I say something? Okay. After listening to Nima's point and understanding where she's coming from, I totally actually buy our agreement.
Hang in there. Let me take Ajibola's call. Good morning, Ajibola. Then come back to the topic. Ajibola, are you there?
Hello once again. Yes, I'm here.
Please go ahead.
Okay, I'm very interested in this topic, and I know religious topics are very sensitive. But somebody said that Nigeria is a secular state. That means we are all free to practice our religion, whatever our religion is. Whether I'm a masquerade worshiper, whether I'm an Ifa worshiper, whether I'm a Christian or a Muslim, whatever I am. Now, if as an Ifa worshiper, I decide to put on my cowries, put on my iwo, put on whatever it is to the public school, as a masquerade worshiper, I decide to dress as a masquerade to a public school. As a Christian, like you said, I decide to wear my white gown to church and to school. Whatever it is, I'm free to wear whatever I can to school. I think we should understand what government is saying. They are talking about public schools. Public schools belong to all and sundry. Therefore, no religion should create an impression in the minds of everyone.
Thank you.
We should be free to come as one, whether religious, whether feminine, Muslim, whether hermaphrodite, whatever it is, to attend a public school. But if I want to go to a missionary school and have taken that choice and decision, I must abide by every rule that guides the establishment of the
I think you haven't put in any better. I don't think there's any.
She's just
you
so
said
she's
exactly.
We have tweets.
Let's see some tweets. Yes.
And Dwight one says, I'm a Muslim, and I will advise you read the judgment to understand the issue. Is hijab part of public uniform? He's asking a question. Now let's be sincere. Someone says, bring back a girl says, hijab does not mean holiness. Come and see how hijab people used to carry expo in the universities. So then, Ibrahim Adam says, Lagos state government is asking for something impossible. Say no to religious discrimination. Islam is peace, while the sect is zero. I don't understand that. Then
let's take one more and we'll just round up.
Your religion, Mabel says, your religion should be more than an outward show.
Yeah.
Teach your children the tenets of your religion. It has nothing to do with clothes.
Okay.
So for me,
on that note, I
she
think
sums it up for me.
So you say you now agree with
I understand her argument.
Yeah.
However, I feel that it is the religious sentimental part that is making them feel like, oh, I should be allowed to express myself. Everybody must obey the laws and the rules, just exactly what the caller said.
Final word, Sansi, on this?
I have...
Okay, nothing. All right.
I
I
have something, just like to take time to get to the point. So I'm going to have to say.
All right, no problem.
For me,
Yes.
Mario, hijab is supposed to bring dignity and purity and whatever, respect. They should focus on that and not really the outward appearance.
Very, very
Simple.
ironically speaking, when I went to Dubai, I went to a club in Dubai, right? I saw ladies coming in hijab, and I was thinking, Muslim. Suddenly, just
When they remove the hijab, if you see all the way under. Okay.
I was like, okay, now they're going to make it carry the hijab. I was like, all right, now. So on that note, we end this segment. When we come back, we speak to an Ebola virus survivor. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.